Hello again and welcome back to another Miller Motorcars Bentley Greenwich video. My name is Nick Sheppa, Bentley Sales Specialist, and today I'm going to walk you through on how to build your very own Bentley Continental. Come on and join me inside. Let's go. So this is the part where I ask if you would like any coffee, water, or tea. So if you're at home, please do help yourself before we get started here. We're going to start by going on BentleyMotors.com to start the whole process. So the car I chose to build today is the Bentley Continental convertible and the V8 motor. So for starters, we're going to select on the Continental. It shows a bunch of different models that we could choose from. I'm going to go with the Continental GT V8 convertible. You click on that, and then I'm going to hit select. Once we hit select, you have the top right over there that says configure, and I'm going to select on that. That's going to bring us to our first option, paints. Black, blues, oranges, greens, purples, reds, silvers, whites, beiges, you name it, Bentley has done it, and they want to do it for you. I am going to go with something classic. I love blue. So I'm going to hit the blue drop down. It shows me all these different blues. And I'm going to go with the dark sapphire blue. Dark sapphire to me is classic Bentley. It has some nice blue in there, some nice purple, and when the sun hits it, it sort of changes the color. So dark sapphire is the color of choice for me on the exterior of the car. So the wheels are equally important as the color. And Bentley offers a variety of wheels with 21-inch up to 22-inch wheels. For this build, I'm going to build the 22-inch Mulliner driving specification wheel, polished. So since it is a convertible, we are going to have to put up the top eventually. So you have some options. You have black, you have blue, you have claret, which is like a red, dark brown, dark gray metallic, gray, tweed. That's the color that I want to select for the convertible top here. Funny thing is, Bentley calls this the hood. That's not the front of the car, it's the roof they call in the hood. So I think tweed's gonna work really well with the blue and the wheels that I selected. Moving along to hide. So if you're not familiar with Bentley, hide means leather. So we have our hide and we have our color split under this tab. Color split, we have a handful of different options. Now what that means to us is how we're going to distribute the leather. Do you want some primarily on the seats? Do you want some primarily on the seat backs? Do you want just one full color? So you have the option of one color or two colors inside the cabin. On this particular build, I want to do color split B because I think it's a good mix of two of the colors inside the cabin. For the main hide, also known as the main leather, I'm going to select saddle. Nice dark brown. It's going to work well with everything else that we have going on. And then for the secondary hide, also known as the accent color, I'm going to select the imperial blue. Now the last option in this section here is roof interior. So when that roof is closed, what do you want it to look like inside the cabin? I personally like to match my main color of the interior. So in this case, it's saddle. So I'm going to select roof interior of saddle. So it keeps the interior all as one. Moving along to veneers. So veneer is your wood. What are we going to do inside this cabin? So you have an option for single finish veneer, dual finish veneer by Mulliner, and veneer options. I like to start with single finish veneer. On this build in particular, I'm going to do a single finish veneer. Just going to keep that one piece of wood throughout the car. And I think that the best color that's going to work in this case is going to be the Burr Walnut by Mulliner. It has some nice great burr in it, and it's going to work well with the saddle and the imperial blue. I then move along to veneer options. They offer this really nice chrome pinstripe throughout the veneer in the center, and it sort of makes that whole dashboard a little bit more tactile. So we're moving along to interior details. It gets a little bit more involved here, however, I'm right here every step of the way. As we drop down, we have seating and hide trim. So we have front seat comfort specification. I'm going to build that into this vehicle because what front seat comfort specification gives us is ventilated seats, massage seats, 22 ways of adjustment, as well as a heated neck scarf. Now that's perfect for me. I'm going to select that option. We then move along to stitching and piping. So you have an option for contrast stitching and seat piping, or the hand cross stitching. I personally am a fan of the contrast stitch. I'm gonna select on that. We'll then move along to emblem stitching. So now in the seats, you have an option with no Bentley logo, or you can do a contrast Bentley logo or a blind. What the contrast means is that it's going to use a secondary color, in this case the imperial blue, to sort of accent off the saddle on the seat. Steering wheel, so you can keep your steering wheel in one color, in this case it's imperial blue. However, I like to have two of the colors, so I'm going to do the duotone steering wheel. In this case, I'm going to do the heated duotone indented hide steering wheel. That's going to give us some nice perforations on the steering wheel, some nice tactile feel. That's with the steering wheel. Almost there on this setting. We're moving along to carpets. So carpets on the where your feet are going to be are matched to secondary hide, so they're in that dark blue. I think that's nice because if you're bringing dirt or something inside the cabin, it's going to keep everything, darker and not show as much dirt. And we have carpet binding. So you have the option without contrast binding or contrast. I personally like to select the contrast option because along the carpet, you're gonna have that nice saddle piping, a little bit more luxurious on the carpet. It will then prompt you to add the deep pile overmats with that option, which are gonna make those thicker carpets added to that much more luxurious. All right, I hope I didn't lose you yet, but please stay with me, we're almost there. We're moving on to optional equipment. So if you're gonna hear under specifications, color specification, that's already selected because we have the two-tone inside the cabin. We then move along to the touring specification. I'm gonna click this option because this is gonna give us the heads-up display. It's gonna give us the night vision. It's gonna give us the adaptive cruise control, the lane keeping assist, Bentley Safeguard Plus, which is a collision mitigation braking system. A lot of good features in there that are all driver aids. Another nice option I'm going to do is the mood light specification, so you can choose all the different colors inside the cabin to really set the mood as to how you're feeling on that certain day. Then moving along to vehicle dynamics, I'm going to option this vehicle with the carbon ceramic brakes, a little bit more stopping power. Then moving along to exterior. On this vehicle, we have our grille on the top, it is chrome. However, on the lower portion as standard, it's in black. I think it's going to work really well by selecting the bright chrome lower matrix style grille because both the upper and lower are going to be chrome. It's going to work well with the wheels as well, kind of throughout this car. LED welcome lamps. That's when you open up the door, you're going to see that Bentley logo on the ground. That's a must-have option. And then these no-cost options such as without Bentley boot lettering and without exterior badge. Personally, I'm a fan of that. Kind of keeps that car clean so everything's flowing throughout. So I'm going to select without Bentley boot lettering and without exterior badge. So that concludes our build. I hope you enjoy what I put together. However, I'm excited to see what you can put together. If you're interested in ordering your own Bentley Continental or any other Bentley model, please do not hesitate to contact myself or reach out to anyone here at Bentley Greenwich, as we would love to assist. Thank you very much and see you soon.